gem right there. Justin Bieber at age 9, showing that he was destined for great things. So cute, except maybe to the neighbors. And on November 13th, the world is going to hear Justin's latest when his new album, Purpose, is released. Justin came out of the gate as a boy wonder and quickly built a musical empire. And now, after some high-profile missteps, he's looking to rebuild his image. So we begin our conversation with our Artist of the Month. Keep an open mind. This is Justin Bieber clearing the slate as a young man focusing on his music. What do you mean? Your first #1.
Yeah.
Billboard Hot 100.
What do you mean?
How much pressure was on you to do that? Didn't you put a lot on yourself?
I did. I've been working on this album for about 3 years now, and it's been tough, man. I went through some good times, some bad times, and I just want my music right now to reflect where I'm at right now. So I did a lot of music that was like, when you're in kind of a bad headspace, you're writing about being in that bad headspace and what you're going through at that time, and it just doesn't really match up with what I'm doing now. So we scrapped a lot of songs, and we've moved in a pretty different direction.
Rooted in his faith, Justin Bieber's upcoming album Purpose is a reflection of where his life is today, not his well-documented troubled times. When did you realize that you needed to change public perception, and was there a specific event, or?
It actually was my life. Like, it wasn't really like, it was like, oh, they think I'm this. It was like, that's what I was doing. And I was really in a weird place. I was in the industry so young, and you have so many people that you lean on and trust as a young person, and coming into the industry, you think, like, I just didn't have my guard up. So I got my heart broken a bunch of times, and then...
By friends, or?
By friends, people in the industry. So then after a while, I was just like, you know what? I'm not going to open up to people anymore. I'm just going to be guarded and just like... So I was really about myself for a while. And then it just got to a point where I was looking in the mirror. I was so unhappy. I was so lonely. Felt so alone. And it was because I was so closed off to everyone, even my friends. I was just like, I can't trust anybody. So I started just acting out, just doing whatever I wanted to do, and feeling like I was invincible.
Self-destructing a little bit?
Just, yeah, feeling like I was invincible.
You also said that, like, you felt that you were unrelatable to people. You'd become unrelatable.
Yeah, because I think that's the problem with a lot of pop stars and a lot of people in this industry is people are telling you you're great all the time, so then you start believing it. You start walking around like you're great. You start wearing extra things because you feel like you're above people. And that's kind of how I felt. I felt like, you know, I started wearing shades all the time and started being so unrelatable. Baby, I'll call you back. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, girl.
Single. But yeah, I just want to feel like people don't think that I'm trying to be something that I'm not or be bigger than anyone else.
What's the hardest conversation that you had about your problems or what was going on in your life?
Probably just taking responsibility. I think as a man, you like to run from the problems rather than face them. But a real man faces the things that happen.
You're 21 now.
Yep.
Do you feel like you're no longer a boy? Do you feel like you're a man?
I feel like I'm getting there. I think I'm fully a man yet, and I think I'm 21, so I still have that leeway to still be immature at times, which is kind of fun.
He knows he's still going to make mistakes at 21. Most of us did, but I think he's better equipped to handle it.
I'll show you.
Justin Bieber enjoying the beauty of Iceland in his new music video, I'll Show You, the third single off his upcoming album, Purpose, which drops November 13th. I've heard the whole album, and Justin is our Artist of the Month. In more of my exclusive, he opens up about his first real love. You know her, Selena Gomez. Let's talk about some of the songs here. Sorry.
It's too late now to say sorry. I'm missing more than just your body.
Songs about your love life. Seems a lot of songs about love and significant others. How much of this is inspired by Selena?
A lot of it, dude. A lot of it.
How many songs would you say?
Probably like 3.
3?
So now everyone's going to be listening. Is this one about Selena? Is this one about Selena?
She was your first real love,
First
right?
real love, yeah.
Talked about living together?
Moved in with her at a young age. It was tough, man.
How hard was it to get over that?
It was really tough. I don't know if I'm still over it yet. I think that I'm definitely like in another place, and I think we've definitely went our separate ways, and I love her and I want her to be awesome, but there's things that remind me of her, and yeah, it was my first real love.
You worried that maybe you met her too early?
Yeah, I wrote a song, actually, it didn't make the album, but it was called If I Would Have Met You in 5 Years. It's just like, how true is that? How many people go through life and end up meeting someone and it just feels so right, but it's just the wrong time? So many people can relate to that.
How much of you hopes that she doesn't find anybody serious?
You know, it always sucks when you see someone you love with someone else, but I just want her to be happy, honestly. I just want her to be happy.
You still talk? Ever pick up the phone and just say, hey, what are you doing, and chat for a few minutes, or?
Yeah. She's someone I love dearly, dude, and I'm never gonna stop loving her. I'm never gonna stop checking in on her. I don't think relationships, if you end a relationship, you should end that, unless it was super toxic and you guys were hurting each other physically or mentally, but we always respected each other, and we still respect each other.
Why did you break up? It sounds like it's a good connection.
Yeah, I think we're young, and there's things that we did and things that we said to each other that were just kind of like, we broke some barrier. It's things you just don't say to someone you love or do to someone you love.
Out of immaturity, or?
Out of immaturity and out of selfishness and out of just being human, dude. That's it.
Justin's upcoming album, Purpose, reflects how hard the two worked to rekindle the love. As for what's next for them, Justin's uncertain, but doesn't seem to rule out reconciliation.
I don't know what happens in what's going to happen in the future. I think we both got to do some soul searching ourselves and figure out ourselves before we can just try to figure out each other.
It's not over. What do you think? Justin is nominated for an American Music Award. Selena is set to perform, so they'll be seeing each other very soon. November 22nd on ABC.
And then it just got to a point where I was looking in the mirror. I was so unhappy. I was so lonely. Felt so alone. I was just like, I can't trust anybody. So I started just acting out.
Self-destructing a little bit?
Just, yeah, feeling like I was invincible.
Which explains why Justin ran into trouble. But shortly after his August 2014 brush with the law, in which he was charged with dangerous driving and assault, Justin began to turn his life around. Last Thanksgiving, he took his first major step to reconnect with his faith and his purpose in life. So it's no coincidence his new album, out November 13th, is titled Purpose. And now, as our Justin Bieber Artist of the Month series continues, Justin takes us to that pivotal turning point in his life.
Something clicked. I don't know, one morning something clicked and I was like, yo, this is not me. And there's something that I have to do to, like, so I reached out to some people I really know care about me, and they brought me in. I stayed with their family for a couple months and literally just did regular stuff. Hung out with their family, ate dinner with them.
Justin sought refuge with his friend and spiritual advisor Carl Lentz, who is the pastor of the Hillsong Church in New York. Justin has always been open about his Christian faith, and he says this time out from his life helped bring a sense of humbleness back.
He put his arms around you?
He put his arms around me, and the way he lives his life is really what he talks about. You know, he's not really just, hey, do this and do this. And like when I go to his home, I feel really loved.
It's not your last screw up, whatever it was, you know.
No.
I mean, you're 21 years old.
I'm gonna keep messing up.
So what's the what's the outlook from you forgive yourself? And
yeah, of course, but you have to just like give it all you got. If you're not giving it all you got, you're just cheating yourself. But if you give it all you got and you mess up, that's life, dude. Things are gonna happen.
Going forward, I mean, is it it's a renewed perspective on life?
Yeah, it's a renewed perspective on people, on life, on judgment, on being secure in yourself.
Justin is just a few weeks away from releasing his new album, Purpose, but his passion extends beyond the music. One thing many people don't know about Justin, he has granted more wishes through the Make-A-Wish Foundation than any other musician.
You get yourself invested in a lot of, you know, these children's lives. I think of one girl, Avalana Routh. You spent time with her in 2012. She was battling terrible brain cancer, and she succumbed. Yeah. With so many kids that you touch, and if they lose this battle,
it's hard.
How hard is it to separate?
It's really hard. That was one of the hardest things I think I've ever went through, was when Avalana passed away. And we'd spent so much time together laughing and just Yeah, dude, it was hard, but you know that you were able to make a difference in their life and make them smile, so I'm happy and know that she's in an awesome place right now.
So much of it is low pro.
Yeah.
That you do it eventually. Some things obviously become public, people find out. But how important is it to you to balance? Does that balance the fame? Does that make sense of the life?
It makes everything worth it in the end, like being able to just sit down with those kids and just see them smile and like really make that difference in their life is like nothing like it. And you walk away feeling so good about yourself too, so it's a win-win.
Just last week, I was hosting the Make-A-Wish Chapter Awards, where all the employees nationwide of Make-A-Wish came together, and these two little girls came on stage, Make-A-Wish kids, Ilea and Emma, and told about their day with Justin Bieber in Los Angeles, and the way these little girls in a tough place in life lit up. It was awesome to see.
My dad kind of made it funny. He sent out a tweet saying, what do you feed that thing?
Yeah, and just as quickly as Justin's dad sent out that tweet about his son's extremity, social media was quick to condemn him, with some calling the tweet creepy. But the only opinion that matters here is Justin's, and in part 2 of our exclusive interview, we give him the last word.
People kind of thought of it as being like, how could he say that? And it's like, it's my dad. Like, of course he's proud. Like, it's a funny thing. It's not like he's talking about an 11-year-old kid. I'm 21 years old.
So your guys put out a cease and desist, your lawyers.
Yeah.
But it's not the end of the world.
I mean, honestly, if I could go back and not went outside naked, I probably would have. Is it the end of the world? No, but there's certain things that I did want to keep to myself and for myself. I was never going to come out with a naked photo, or like, it's not like I'm in the mirror like,
yeah,
this is about to make the headlines, you know?
Yeah, and it was a hot tub, right? Not the ocean. Just to clarify.
What do you mean?
For the world. You were coming out of a hot tub, weren't you?
I was going into the hot tub.
So you weren't in a hot place beforehand?
No, I wasn't in a hot place.
Oh, my God.
Justin is clearly able to have a sense of humor about the situation.
Our interview with Justin will air in the next couple of weeks in its entirety. We went for about an hour. Justin's new album, Purpose, is out November 13th.